Well, today we leave Periche, about 20 k's ahead of us, and we are heading back down to Namche, where there's more oxygen and it's warmer and a bit more humidity. Pretty much all of us are suffering a bit of a kombu cough. And you can probably hear in my voice that I've gone quite a bit deeper since the last time that I did a piece to camera. But yeah, another spectacular day. See the mountains behind me. Weather's clear again. So it's really one foot in front of the other. About 20 k's, 7 hours. Let's see how we go. Thank you, thank you. Our porters are doing an amazing job taking the really heavy load for us. I didn't bring an Australian flag, but I do have the Aussie flag in my little New Testament. And it says here, righteous exalts a nation, but sin is reproach to any people. Proverbs 14:34. Yeah, wasn't it? Hey? Worst is over, you reckon? Yeah, we're just really slow. It's a lot of stairs to climb.
Yeah, but now that we're already past that climb, right?
I was like drinking water, you know.
Namaste.
There's a picture.
He wanted me to raise the flag at Everest Base Camp, but I forgot to bring it, so I just did a little. I just forgot to put it in.
You thought about it. I did. That's why I was upset.
Oh, you thought, what time is your appointment?
Yeah, exactly. De vil vel måske i gang med at sætte den.
Gloves. Sometimes I'll get like trade talks about it. Really? A little bit. And then
This book, if you can't read it, the Snow Leopard.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, check those mountains out.
Huh?
Check those mountains out. Most of the time we've been here, it's been in the cloud.
I miss this town.
What's that?
I wouldn't miss this town. Like it's been very beautiful, very peaceful.
Yeah. Looking at the babies here. Get the newbie.
You wanna do it?
Yeah.
You have to tell.
Yeah, I have. Sorry, can I just go through? Apologies, can I just go through? Thank you.
On. Good day, man.
It looks like the pass is going to sort it out for us.
Like trash bag?
Yeah. Thank you.
Luis,
Wow. It's heavy.
do you want?
Yeah, I can take one.
Do you want or not?
Yeah, I want.
Okay, I'll get two more.
How far? I can carry one.
No, you should.
We're doing the carry the trash out.
Yeah.
Karina's getting all set.
Who hasn't got his?
Can I get you to yeah, clip it onto that for me?
It's a nice dry bag. No, we have to drop it.
Thank you.
Everyone is carrying one. That's mapped.
As part of visiting in the Sagamata National Park, there's an opportunity to carry a kilo of rubbish out for all the plastic and everything that is brought in for us as tourists and expeditioners and so forth. So we've just picked up from our spot here in Namche, and we will take it through to Lukla, and it'll go on the plane back to Kathmandu to be disposed of and recycled. But between us, we're probably moving 6 kilos. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when everybody does it, it makes a difference, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Call my entire family, so please forgive me if I'm doing No,
Feels very different in this river valley to the other, doesn't it?
Everyone is carrying one. That's Matt. Really?
As part of visiting in the Sagamata National Park, there's an opportunity to carry a kilo of rubbish out for all the plastic and everything that is brought in for us as tourists and expeditioners and so forth. So we've just picked up from our spot here in Namche, and we will take it through to Lukla, and it'll go on the plane back to Kathmandu to be disposed of and recycled. But between us, we're probably moving 6 kilos. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when everybody does it, it makes a difference. We're happy to be a part of it. So it must be somewhere up there. We were walking there, you can see the bridge from. Officially leaving Sakamaka National Park. Back to the checkpoint. We're back, parked in the first town we stayed in on our way to Everest. I can't believe that we're at Everest only 3 days ago. I'm definitely fully spent in terms of body, but we've still got to get to Lukla, so time for some lunch. Time for some lunch and then a rest, I think. Festival time in Nepal as well, so the kids are all dressed up in their best.
धन्यवाद भन थ्याङ्क यू भन एउटा मात्रै थियो अरे
Yeah, I don't have any chocolate. Sorry, no chocolate today. I've been asking God what this trip, oh, there's cows up there, is all about, and it hasn't really become very clear until just now as I start thinking about my last journal, walking to Lukla, and that when I get there, I'm going to meet a whole lot of people that have had a different experience. They're going to have a visitation experience, but they're not going to have had an inhabitation experience. See, the difference for us is that we weren't transient and just visited or had a visitation with Everest Base Camp. We were actually dwelling and inhabiting, in that we stayed the night there, we dwelt in that place. And I feel like God is saying that He doesn't want men to just be transient and in a place of visitation, but He wants men that will dwell and inhabit. And I'll have to check. Pretty sure God says that He inhabits and dwells in the place of His people, and we are His people. So how do we move ourselves from visitation to habitation? And I'm wondering if that's what hiking faith is about. It's taking men to a place where they don't just visit, but they inhabit, and they take those principles and that experience, the encounter, and what God does in transforming them, not just as a visitation, but as a habitation, something that either strengthens, reboots, resets a man's dwelling with God. And what does that even look like? Because so often dwelling gets turned into praise or worship or prayer or other things like that. Nothing wrong with it. But how does that relate to a modern day man? Much of that feels like it sits better for a woman. So maybe the task here is to create the circumstance where men dwell in the presence of the Lord, and then He inhabits their place. And having said that, I've just finished the Everest Base Camp walk. I'm back where we started at the permit place. Oh, talk about leaving it till the last minute to understand what this trip might have been about. See on the board behind me where we've been. In fact, I don't need to take you as far as Namche. We've gone a lot further than that. Oh, what an experience. Can't believe we're back. So we take these plastic bags. They're 1 kilo of plastic and aluminium. And drop them down over here. Namaste. And that helps to keep the Cornbury region clean. And we're back in Lukla where it all started. Fogged in as usual. What makes it so difficult to get out of this place. We've got a flight for 7 AM tomorrow, but it remains to be seen if we actually get on it. It's him.
Then I remember.
Yeah, it's a fair bit of street.
Yeah. I need some cash. I need some cash.
You see an ATM?
Yeah, I saw it. I just gotta remember my way back.
Lots of the kids out on the street today. One of the Hindu festivals. Everybody's celebrating. It's quite along the main street of Lukla. Now, our awesome guide, he's paced us all the way up to Everest Base Camp and back. Without him, we wouldn't have got there, that's for sure. And there's so many other people on the way.
Oh yeah.
Tenzing and Hillary, Lukla Airport, fogged in. No flights going today, that's for sure. Maybe they got out some this morning. Not ideal, can't even see the end of the runway this afternoon. Hopefully it clears overnight and they can get the planes in tomorrow to get us out.
Do that in Spain as well, Chin Chin, or in France, or
In trees, it's chill. Yeah, we say it's like for shots. Like you say, para arriba, para abajo, para el centro, para adentro. No, it's kind of similar.
You copy Italians.
This is it. Runway 24 and we're about to leave Lukla. At the moment, it's looking pretty good out there. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Get our bags on the plane. And then it'll be see you later, Himalayas.